Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. So on 4th down, on comes Sam Martin to handle the punt for the Bills. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Play action, Fields. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Allen. Finds a man right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Play action now with Allen. Rolling out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Amendola able to put it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap to Fields. Austin's there to haul it in. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Fields out of the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Takes this one back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can come.
The ball's out, he lost it. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Fields on first down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Short pass caught by his tight end. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The scoreboard reads 4. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it 2nd and 4. He finds Kincaid. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
He's got it on the bootleg. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Going power with a big tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll go. Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 1-score game in the first half. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Angel.
Off play action, it's Fields. Looking for a target. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now it's Fields. Catch made by Austin. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Allen on the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Man in motion here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run it with Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Good.
Pressure coming, it's Fields. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Here we go, son.
Play action, Fields. He's on the move. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Here we go.
They've got a man in motion. Another throw for Fields. He lets one fly deep downfield. Full extension, and he brings it in. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what the little remains of this half.
The lyrics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunks. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
1st down throw for Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've told...
It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
1st down throw for Fields. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and get the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Bills will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cut at the 20-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Slot man motioned over. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Getting out to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Picked up at the 38. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over possession. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. This is Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's Cook. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Josh Sweat making the stop. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Allen on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Amendola able to put it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Fields has a man. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Fields on first down. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Offense in the hurry up here. Off play action, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. This finds Downs. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stuffed right at the line.
Bill Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 37-yard line.
Yep.
They'll run again with Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit.
End of the 3rd quarter.
Extend. Here we go. Good. Jump off flag. Up, let's go. Yep.
Fields out of the gun. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
It's fourth down.
They send a tight end in motion. Fields now on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Buying some time left. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen escapes the pocket. On the run right. Throwing deep down the side.
I'll say this, if you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Running this one left. Juke the defender. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now run by Cook. Has a lane inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. Allen looking to throw this. And he's got a man, complete. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Play action, Fields. He rolls to his right. This finds Austin, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here we go, son. Go.
Play action on first down. Flush down out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Here we go. Hey, Jared. Let's go. Angel. Right.
Second down and 10. Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
That's right. Hey, Monday.
Looking to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Here we go, son.
He'll throw it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here's Cook. Pushing for the red zone. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Bills with a 5-point lead. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with third and goal.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
So now, here's third and goal. Here he is to throw. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he drives this forward to the 6. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Another throw for Fields. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Throwing now. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckles.